Hello and welcome to the Pearson podcast, Ep.3. Um, this is my partner in crime. We've been together for like 16 years on the force. Jax Pearson.
Hello, everybody.
Hold the applause. Um, Jax, say a little bit about yourself. No, I'm kidding. You're he's my brother. He's my little brother. Um, he is 16, right?
17.
You're 17. And we've spent the past like 20 minutes trying to get my ding dong microphone to work. Um, but we're finally good. We're finally ready. So we're gonna talk about some goofs and some gaffs, and we're gonna have a couple of laughs. Sound good to you, John?
Sounds great.
Did I say your name? Yeah, his name is Jax, but I call him John often, so don't get confused there. Are these lights distracting, Jax? Should I just set it to
Um,
one?
you could just set it to one. That's what I have.
All right. Yeah.
Just do like
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So so we're probably going to be talking about quite some video games stuff. There's a lot of stuff on our mind, and if we have anything else, it's just going to come up. But one thing I think we'd like to talk about is, well, do you have anything that's you're urging to get out? Do you want to talk about, or you want to
Nothing
talk
at the
about Dying
moment.
Light? Dying
We
Light
could
2?
talk about that.
So, I guess we can start from the beginning. We we're always looking for like some game to play co-op online. Just open world preferably. Um, just something that we can play us two, obviously non-split screen on our own computers, and we both like zombie games and scary games and blah blah blah. So Dying Light worked out pretty perfect. So we're trying to join. So I guess we get the game. It's not free. We try and join each other, and we finally get through it because there was some technical difficulties where we join and then we would like get disconnected or something. But when then we finally join, we play some of the campaign. We play for a while. Everything's working perfect, and um, then we just get off for the day or whatever. We try and next time we try and connect, just to continue the story. It does that same thing where we connect for a second and then disconnect. And ever since then, we haven't been able to play together on that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah, we literally haven't been able to play together on that game ever since. So that was a stink. So basically, that's why we've been looking forward to Dying Light 2 for so long, because Dying Light was like the perfect game. It was online co-op, only us two, open world, zombies, blah blah blah. It was perfect. The only thing is we literally couldn't play together, which is super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but basically, we've been waiting for. I mean, that was like what? I mean, for sure a year ago, right?
That was like around summertime when we were playing
Okay.
um Dying Light. Just
Yeah,
because.
and the first initial we heard Dying Light 2's coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, I mean, Dying Light came out a long time ago. Like I I don't know
Probably
exactly
around
when.
6 years ago or something.
Yeah, so I mean for a sequel, they've been, and it holds up too. The graphics are still pretty good, until this day. So it's like when we found out Dying Light 2 was coming out, we were super pumped. And so basically, we were waiting, and they said the release date was fall 2020, right? Or summer?
I think at first it was March 2020
Yeah,
first, I
right.
think.
And that
And
was
then
like
it
right when
became
we were playing.
summer. like around
Exactly.
June, and
Hmm.
then it became later. What was it? What are you saying? September, something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. So yeah, we were playing and we knew Dying Light was coming out March 2020 or whatever the initial release date was. So and they, dropped the gameplay, looks awesome. We were crazy excited and boom, they say September 2020. Okay, whatever, we have to wait a few months. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm assuming, it's because of COVID, but who knows? That probably is an excuse. They were probably like, well, the game's not done. We could probably get away with like, or, we know it's done, but they gotta probably work on like, fixing glitches and just,
Yeah.
polishing it out perfectly. And okay, fine, whatever. We'll give you a few more months to fix that. September. And now the current state of it as we're recording this is it says spring 2021 and it's January 18th, 2021. So let's pray that it comes out then, but the game developers haven't released anything on it, like anything at all. It literally just says on Steam and everywhere just spring 2021. So
Well, I mean,
chances
you'd
are,
think that like when you were saying that they would delay it as an excuse of COVID, you would think that they would want to publish it and release it right now while everyone's still at home and
I
well,
know.
they can't really do anything else. So you'd think that they make the most money
For
because well,
sure.
no one
Yeah, I
else is
mean,
doing anything.
they might have been thinking like people are low on money, but if anything, I mean, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people have a lot more money because of the uh the high inflated unemployment, like getting so much extra. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the stimulus checks obviously, but it's like $60 game. I don't know. It for sure would outweigh the bad with a lot of people having a lot more time and just wanting to play Dying Light 2. I mean, they have a lot more difficulties when they release online games. Like this is a single player game that, obviously, I mean, who knows, maybe there's like a online mode, and they're probably gonna have an online co-op, which is what we pray for, of course. But they might have like an actual like online where it's like I don't know 50 players or whatever, which would be pretty cool. We'd still probably just do online co-op, but whatever. But it's like they could at least release what they have and just update it if they have problems. I mean, they obviously have something, and if they don't have enough to release, then no way they're going to be finished by spring. You know what I mean? Like, because if they say COVID has slowed down the production, and I'm sure it has, I mean, there's undoubtedly, but still, it's like that means they're gonna, I mean, it's not like this is probably going to end anytime soon. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, let's just pray. Hopefully, we're making this video, and when it comes out, we'll make another video. Hopefully spring, you know what I mean? So let's pray it comes out then. What other games are you looking forward to that are coming out?
Um, you know, I'm not sure 'cause
There's that one Left 4 Dead game.
oh,
Looks pretty
that's
cool.
right. Yeah, I
Forgot what
mean,
it's called.
I feel like that's gonna be terrifying just
Mm,
because like the Left 4 Dead games as it is, they're not even super high graphics and they're quite terrifying.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
they're not really terrifying. They're just like they give you like that rush that like it's
Hmm.
intense, it's
Yeah, because it's
fast,
fast
it's
paced.
yeah, it's like you got things you got to worry about every second. But this is gonna be clear. This is gonna
Hmm.
be
Yeah.
new types of uh, creatures,
Hmm.
that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Because when we've played it, we knew what we were dealing with because we've
Yeah.
seen
It's been
videos.
out
We
for a while.
yeah, we knew what creatures did what. So, but now we're going into unidentified territory with
Yeah.
different creatures, high
I mean,
graphics. It's very
different like
creepy.
gameplay things, like maybe you can, I don't know, climb or build
Hmm.
stuff, who knows, but it's basically going to be like the older Left 4 Dead games on steroids. And I want to find out what it's called, because I don't want to just keep calling it the Left 4 Dead. But I mean, it's made by the same the same people that made it, but it's not called Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, it's called Back 4 Blood. See, it's like Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Hmm.
Just make it Left 4 Dead 5 or whatever, but whatever. Maybe but yeah, that's what we're talking about, Back 4 Blood. And I don't think there's a release date. It's probably, if it is, it's going to be this year, like summer or spring or something like that. But that should be really fun, because the Left 4 Dead games, I mean, that has stood the test of time. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a pretty big game that people grind and, you know, do good on.
Well, it's called Back for Blood, right?
Yeah.
So it says, I'm on Steam right now. It says uh, you can pre-purchase it right now, but it says coming June 22nd.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that
Awesome.
is the release date.
Did you see the price by chance?
$60.
See, I mean,
There's a huge gap between Left 4 Dead 4 price and
Left
this.
4 Dead 4 is like $5 or
It's
something.
like $3. Let me check left.
See, that's
It's
insane.
$10, not on sale, but they go on
Right.
sale like
So often. We've got
so
it for like,
often.
I think we got it for, yeah, like you said, $3 or
Yeah, we
something.
got both of them for $3
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
bundle. It's like
Exactly. Um, and I mean, it's got to be a big game for $60.
that's a lot of money. It's gonna have,
Yeah.
because like that's the price of like Black Ops 5, I think. Isn't that somewhere around that
Cold War.
price?
Yeah, well, that's the basically the cap for new games.
Yeah, $60.
All game like Cyberpunk, Call of
Crazy.
Duties, all those PS5 and, and below games. So that'll have to be a giant story
I'm
for,
gonna have to watch and make sure that $60 is worth it,
yeah,
because like
for
if it's
sure.
like the last games, I would not pay $60 for a game where it was just,
Mm-hmm.
zombies coming at us. There's gonna have to be a
Yeah,
really good story to it and a really
exactly.
good um overall gameplay for me to spend $60.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. I mean,
You could
if
buy
it's
so many other things with that.
literally, you could get 5 games for that or more, but
Hmm.
it's like, um, yeah, like you said, story, everything like that. It's got to be long. You can't just, because I think Left 4 Dead, it's almost just like one level, you just get to the end and then
It's different
that's,
levels.
yeah, but it's like for
Yeah.
that level, you get to the end and then there's no more you can do with that level. So,
Hmm.
that's maybe why they named it a different thing, that's why
They're
maybe,
trying to restart it.
yeah, like
Like research a different
rebranded.
path. I mean,
Yeah,
what I hope that they do is make it somewhat of like a Dying Light thing where it's
open world kind of.
kinda in a sense, but like more like there's a story, but it's not as fast paced. It's slower, but you can play with your friends like as the group of four. And you could even do a
Mhm.
campaign. If there's a
Yeah.
campaign, and you can also do like a co-op type campaign
Oh yeah.
thing, that'd be really cool, but not as fast paced. Because the thing about those,
Mm-hmm.
the Left 4 Dead games, is they're very, you just got to get to the end. There's no like,
Yeah. It's
you
just
can't look
go, go,
around.
go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't look around or anything. You just make your way through the end. The
Mm-hmm.
save point. But
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah.
make it nice and slow and.
Yeah. There'll be slow parts where you're just exploring, scary parts,
Mhm.
where it's slower and things are jumping at you. Different levels as well. Like yeah, I mean, if they do that, which very possibly, I mean, very easily could be, then they'll be looking good. Um, So that game is going to be real fun, and June 26th, it's coming up. Um, let's see. I'm looking forward to New World for sure. That um that was supposed to come out, and if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's like, well, it's made by Amazon, so Jeff Bezos was like, I'm
And the
going,
best type of people to make it.
yeah, literally like people that have made the biggest games, just
Hmm.
get them, pay whatever they want. You know how to make a good game, make the good game.
Yep.
And which is ironic because they released it and then canceled the release, but I'm sure they had good reason for it, but it's basically this open world RPG, um basically just kind of like Destiny, a little bit, but open world entirely. You just go around getting better and better gear, finding stuff. You can do
Yeah.
PvP. It's like swords, bows, and I think
It,
guns like muskets and stuff like that.
yeah,
Nothing
it's
like
just like a
machine
game
guns.
with like quests and monsters, I think, and
Yeah,
you just kind of
creatures.
go like looking for the boss, and then you fight the boss, you get good loot, and
Yeah, like
it's that
Destiny.
type of game. Yeah, I mean, I've never played Destiny, but I
No,
think
we played
that's.
Destiny.
Wait, you're right. I was thinking
Yeah,
of what was I thinking of? Something else then, but
RuneScape or World of Warcraft or some crap.
no, it was a different game. But yeah, that makes a
Mm,
lot more sense actually.
yeah,
Um,
because we got down on Destiny when it was free, and we got to
yeah,
the cap
yeah.
but
We
then
got to where
again,
we were too good, but we needed to pay like twenty
yeah,
dollars to get like an extended version.
we realized why it was free. It's because you can play a little bit, but then you literally can't go anywhere new and get better gear unless you pay for the new worlds or levels or whatever you want to call it. So it was fun. We got a taste of it, and when Destiny 3 or 4, whatever the next one comes out, we'll probably get that because it's a cool game. And
So
Jax is on the search. I think
Destiny
it was
3.
Destiny 3 is
There's
the one we played, or Destiny.
it was we played Destiny 2.
Oh, okay.
There there's three add-ons for the Destiny 2 game.
Mm,
There's a $40 Beyond Light, uh,
mm,
$25 Forsaken, and $25 Shadowkeep. Like
okay. And I'm
how
pretty
many
sure some
add-ons?
of those they're still pushing it. So who knows if they've even thought about doing Destiny 3 or they just keep expanding Destiny 2. Who knows? I mean, it's a good game still, but it's just kind of annoying because if you add all those together, it's like $70 for an old game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Did you get that
Yeah,
text? It's free
I
today.
did, and I'm actually quite excited because I didn't know what that really was because I never did any videos on it, but I was looking at the pictures of the gameplay and it looked really, really clear and really good quality. And I was like,
It's
dang, my computer's gonna be like, dang, what is this?
yeah, literally. I mean, it's like it's made by the same people that made Battlefield, so it's gonna be a lot of players. Looks really realistic. It's cool. I mean, there's some aspects that are weird. Like, I'm not sure how the health system works. I think you just heal over time, which is nice. And there's no reloading. It's just like your gun overheats after a while. And if you keep it underneath that, then you'll never have to reload, which is kind of cool. And a lot of people suck at that game. So you can literally get 100 player games often. And there's like, you can get like an at walker, those giant things that have like four legs and you can
Hmm.
like literally like, and you're invincible basically. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things in that game. I actually like it a lot because me and Dad used to actually play the game. Play like the very first one. I think. I mean, it's kind of weird because I think it was called Star Wars Battlefront 2, but it was a really old version, and it was awesome. Like literally, like I would still play that game. But this new one, is just like has more and better graphics, obviously. So I think we'll have a lot of fun with that.
I believe it's campaign or single player, right?
No, it's multiplayer.
But
I,
can you play like co-op? I mean, like, can you play alone?
I'm not sure. I don't think there's a single play. I know there's like maybe small little missions you can do, but there's no like story.
See.
Yeah, I'm
What's it?
pretty sure it's just like Call of Duty where you can do domination or, different game modes, but it's fun. You can play as the Jedi and like special characters like Leia, Han Solo. I almost said Woody, Chewbacca. I don't know why. You can play as Buzz Lightyear. But yeah, that's cool. And stuff. I mean, Battlefront 3, can you even imagine what that's gonna be like? It's gonna be like
No.
first person holding a lightsaber. That would actually be really cool.
By that
Like,
time, it'll be VR. It'll be all VR.
yeah. Can you imagine like a Mordau version of Star Wars? Like lightning or
Yikes.
lightsaber? Like you can either
Yeah.
stab, you can
Mhm.
that would be so cool. You just like
Yeah.
chop through someone. If you
That
guys
game
don't,
was really fun.
yeah, it's just the skill gap is so high.
It was
You
just full
can.
of sweats.
Well,
It's
that's the thing. It's like for people that grind at it, like if you start, you can get like this good. But if you grind at it, you can get like this good. So it's like no one can even touch you if you're that good. You're like you just see everything. Like there's this guy called Guru on Twitch. Check him out. And if you don't even know what we're talking about, Mordhau, it's a it's a
medieval.
medieval
Yeah.
sword fighting game, and you can choose which direction your sword comes in at them. And so if they're blocking up here and you come down here, obviously your sword's not going to touch. You have to block the right direction. You can stab, parry, all that's cool stuff. But you tell really quickly that if you don't know what you're doing, people just like it's just so easy to kill people that don't know what they're doing because they're blocking up here and you slice them down low. And it's like, I don't know. It's fun. But with lightsabers, that would be.
Insane.
You know what? I guarantee they have mods. I guarantee you they have a lightsaber mod. There's
It's
no way
not
they
that hard. It would probably be
yeah.
not that hard. You just add in a lightsaber instead of a
And up
sword.
the damage or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, that would I guarantee you. But if you want to see something that's mind blowing, check out Guru on Twitch. He's like literally the best in the world at that game. He's just like casually like vaping, like just literally like everybody's like trying so hard and he just like backs up like the sword is like right by his head and just knows the distance on everything. It's so cool. But yeah, check him out. He's really cool. No, Siri. Um, so New World, Dying Light, Back for Blood, um, Hytale. Let's talk about Hytale because you have some opinions on that you think could. Because okay, let me restart.
That's the Minecraft one. The
Right,
Minecraft one thing.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Hytale is it's a it basically looks like a new Minecraft, really close to it, but has a obviously basically if Minecraft had like all the mods installed at one time, plus like a medieval type texture pack on. That's what Hytale is. And and it has a campaign too. Like it actually has a story you can follow along with a ever expanding randomly generated world and but it has a bunch of different things you can craft, different I mean it literally has everything Minecraft has and more. The only thing that I believe Jax is going to discuss is the crafting system. The crafting system, I do not know how they'll be able to make that better without just copying it. Like putting the two sticks and the three, like that's just so nice that and it just works with your brain. You know what I mean? Like once you get it down, it just works. I don't know how they'll be able to make that better without copying it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, I'm really excited for that. I believe that's coming out mid-time this year as well. So obviously if is like a cyberpunk scenario where it's like they've been, that's actually something I wanted to talk about as well, because they're kind of on the same league. Because cyberpunk, they've been working on that game for like, I don't know, 8 years or something, or longer, I believe. You know the cyberpunk, right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
and
I
it
didn't
and
really
it's
do a
like
lot into it.
garbage, and it's like everybody hates it because it's just glitches and like
Yeah,
so
that's what I
so
was
bad.
afraid of. That's the thing about Hytale is
And
you
they've been
just
working on Hytale for a long time.
I think it's going to be the exact same situation because you can't take the biggest game, in my opinion, the
mm,
biggest game
which is
that's
Minecraft.
which is Minecraft for the past, I'd say, probably 10 years.
Yeah,
Um, ever
longer.
since it's like this game has been the biggest and best game, and for that long, you cannot just. It's going to be nearly impossible to take
Yeah,
a replica type, like a type of a replica, and make it better, because the thing is Minecraft, it's gone, there's had, you know probably 100 updates, of
yeah.
versions, and that's
Hmm.
from doing experiencing glitches along the way, fixing them as they come up,
Hmm.
exploits that come up, they fix it, they do this type of thing where they just fix it as it goes along. But
Yeah.
what Hytale is doing is they're releasing it all at once, um, with an updated type Minecraft. And
Hmm.
what I think is going to happen is it's just going to be like Cyberpunk, where there is going to be glitches after glitches, and it's going to be like a Tarkov type situation where there's
So I was
so
gonna say,
many that they can't handle it, and it's just going to break the game, and
and
people
I'll
aren't going to want to make it or play it.
yeah, it because what Minecraft had going is they started from basically zero, and then they had time to fix the glitches and then add the
Hmm.
things. You know what I mean? They didn't
Exactly.
skip it and then add underwater zombies that, with the
Trident.
trident. You know what I mean? They fixed everything and then added things very, very slowly. And Tarkov, like you said, they're not like, maybe they're fixing a few of the small glitches, but not like the giant ones. And they're
Hmm.
adding grenade launchers and
Yeah.
things like that, and like new
Things
world
that break the game.
maps. Yeah. And I know why they're doing it. It's because you can't refund the game. It's a one-time purchase. So once you purchased it, because this is the thing that will make people buy the game is new additions. They're not going to buy it if they just see an update, fixed a bunch of glitches. They're going to be more inclined to buy it if they're like bunch of new maps added, new guns. You're like, okay, wow, they're adding new things to this game, not fixing it. Even though obviously the game by itself is great already, they just need to fix the glitches. I mean, that's such a big part of it that that just comes down to wanting money or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
sad,
exactly. It's
but
just gonna be it, I just think it's gonna be a big flop.
yeah, no,
Just the
I know
overall.
it's for sure possible. I just pray it isn't. I do not want another cyberpunk scenario, because cyberpunk, even I was looking at that and that looked cool. Like what they said, if that actually was how it would be or is, it'd be amazing and a game changer to games. But yeah, it was just completely, it was like No Man's Sky. They like promise things and it just isn't what it is. But but if Hytale comes out and it does deliver, might change the game, because nothing has even come close to challenging Minecraft. You know what I mean?
They're taking a big leap,
Yeah, for
skipping a
sure.
lot of everything.
But
It's
that's the
like,
thing. I mean, if you came out with a Minecraft basically somewhat close and didn't add a bunch of new things, then they'd be like, oh, I'm just going to play Minecraft because they've got more things. And, this other one you can just build and, mine. But you're like starting out so high. So if they pull it off, it's going to be a game changer. And it'll be good for both games, because if Minecraft's like okay, Hytale's taking over the game, it's gonna push, it's gonna kick them in the butt and be like, we gotta start, stepping up our game because maybe they've been relaxing. I mean, I know they haven't. I know they like their live streams of like the updates and everything. Those are like really high productions, really well made. But who knows? Maybe it'll push them to bring out a lot more things. But then again, it's near perfect. Minecraft. It's like, but we always talk about like what would make Minecraft better because the thing that we always run into, the problem is we'll start a new server and we have to purposely go slow or else we'll get full diamond, god armor, prot for everything. We'll beat the dragon, get elytra, and then like what else do you do past that point? You know what I
It's just
mean?
building at that point,
Yeah,
you
literally.
know. But
And
we
then
like
we
having a goal.
we basically already have a giant mansion at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like if we played every day for a week, we would get there in a week. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm.
like I don't know. It's you just make like armor unlimitedly enchantable, fortune 10, you know what I mean? Just keep it
Mm-hmm.
going. So there's some incentive because we've literally just in this past like has it been last year since we really started going on Minecraft server, going in on it?
Probably.
And we've
Probably.
probably reset it and got completely beyond max like at least 5 times, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane. We have like I mean, it literally is insane. So it's like, and that's only in 1 year, and we've taken our time. So, they need to add new things, new armors, new ores, new enchantments, new animals. I mean, I'm sure they, if you could go into like the Mojang meetings, you know what I mean, and like look at what they have on the docket, I'm sure it's,
It's there.
yeah, it's because it's very obvious. We just came up with that and like, just sitting here two knuckleheads, but it's like they, I mean, maybe they don't want to like, well, I know they're probably thinking, well, let's not, you know, add a bunch of things and then have to backtrack because a lot of things are adding bugs, things like that. Um, because, they are adding a bunch of things, but I don't know. I think they probably just they have
They
to go
careful.
a little bit quicker and still be careful, but the game's, it's getting kind of old, especially with Hytale coming out again, you kind of just have to, unless they don't care anymore. I don't know. They could just keep it how it is and like, and, bring up like small changes in the future, like how they've been doing. And, they have the caves and what's it called? The caves and something update that's coming up. Caves and
Uh,
caverns, maybe.
I don't know. I don't really look into updates just because I
Yeah.
like to experience them as they come.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. But I can't. I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
always subscribed to like the update channels and like I'm always and they did that giant live stream for the caves and caverns whatever update and that looks awesome. Like it really does look awesome. And they added a bunch of things, but even that, like if you really look at it from the outside, I don't know. It's hard to say before we, test it out, but and you don't want me to tell you anything, right? Okay. So, yeah, I mean,
I mean, if they added in, like, I don't know if you remember this, but a lot, like, I'd say probably around 6 years ago. Do you remember when you and your friends had that one server with like the berry bushes and the
yeah.
giant yeah, like if they added something like that, you could explain what I'm talking about because I don't remember a lot. But
It was like it was one of those industrial mods where you can make like machinery and
yeah,
self-mining things and crazy machinery and I think it was called I had it in my mind for a second. I forgot, but it's one of those that just adds like a bunch of crap. Um, but yeah, it was that. So if they did something like that, yeah, I can see them. And why wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I think that that would be a good part of the game. It wouldn't break the game. I mean,
Yeah.
there would probably be glitches, a lot of glitches on a
Mm-hmm.
lot of exploits. But like machinery is such an interesting aspect, because one, you learn a lot. Like I've learned so much since I started playing Minecraft. A lot. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know how many years I've been playing Minecraft since, probably around you started almost.
Yeah.
But like I've learned so much,
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh
real
yeah.
life stuff that
Yeah,
I've
for
learned
sure.
from Minecraft, a
Mm-hmm.
game, and if they could add like some type of machinery, you could even understand how machines work, what goes together, things like that. I feel
Yeah,
like that would be
exactly.
a good thing for younger people to grow up and learn,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Like you
learn a
need a
new crazy crap.
generator to power this and this to connect this, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
I mean these mod peoples did it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Entirely. So Mojang can do it with all their employees and stuff. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what the future of Minecraft holds? Because I've been there since, and some people will know since CNNers uploaded that one video saying what Minecraft is. And like as soon as I saw that, something clicked in my head. I was like, I have to get that right now. And it was $10 back then, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's $30. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's more than 10 years ago because I know the 10-year anniversary was a year or so ago, so it's probably like I don't know, 11, 12, 13 years ago. It's crazy. 11, 12, 13 years, and it's still strong.
Hmm.
It's crazy. Hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely been insane. I feel like the best game, like like a game that, in our opinions, would be like a game that everyone would like. Because like I don't know if you remember the movie. I know you're not a huge fan of it, but like a Ready Player One type of
I like that.
thing.
I like that movie.
Like it was like it obviously had some things that you could look into, that are wrong. There's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but there are
Yeah.
some really cool aspects, like the fact that you can change your character to whatever you want.
Yeah.
There needs to be a game like that. There needs to be a game where there just like obviously there's limits. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
to get, yeah,
Racist stuff. Blah blah blah.
racist, yeah, and all that. But like a game where you can just become what you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't have to buy like cool hats, you don't have to buy
Right.
cool like clothing. You just have it. You create your character, get creative, do things like that. Just like how we were talking about, me and you, the other day, like a type of like the Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, they had, in like Black Ops 2, they had where you could create your own, um,
Emblem.
emblems. And you said that in Black Ops 1 you could create your own skins,
Camo. Yeah.
camo, and that is, people love that
And it
because,
was it
yeah,
wasn't like you uploaded pictures. It was like with shapes
yeah,
and different
shapes,
colors,
colors,
and
yeah.
you put them together, and it limited you to just your creativity. So it's like,
Hmm.
and I mean, I love doing art, and that was just something to make your gun like nobody else's. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's like,
Exactly.
I mean, then of course it got ruined by racist stuff. But the thing here's the thing, and there was also like sexual stuff as well, but and
You signed up for it.
swearing or whatever. But here's the thing, it's rated M. You should, as long as it's not like illegal, giving out information, illegal things, or racist things, and you should be able to report that. As long as not anything like that, and you're able to report and get rid of them, and they have an active reporting system where people are dedicated to just looking through those, I don't see what the problem is. It makes your game so much better. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know. It's just like um, removing things like that just doesn't fly with me, because it's just like you gave us a taste and then you took it away. Just doesn't, it's just them being lazy too. It's just like, oh, well, it's too many, racist stuff or whatever. We're just gonna take it out entirely. When it's like, they probably did that because they wanted to sell the player cards and emblems and crap. Because now
Oh,
on
that's
Modern
right.
Warfare and Cold War, you have to buy all that crap.
I didn't even realize that until
Mm.
right now. That
Camos.
yeah.
But the thing is, you buy a cool camo and mix it with your art thing, and it'll be cool. It'll be cooler than but if you don't want to buy the camo and just put it on your regular, you should have that option. I mean, it's like you buy a $60 game. If you're going to sell a bunch of microtransactions and things like that, make it less. Like, it's as simple as that. And,
Mm-hmm.
and give us the opportunity to not even buy the campaign if you don't want to do that. Because I feel like that's like they spend so much time on the campaign, these games, and people buy it just for their multiplayer. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it probably adds half of the price right there. It's like, but then again, yeah, I mean, and if they realize they release a Call of Duty or whatever it is, and they give us the option whether to buy the multiplayer and campaign or just multiplayer or just campaign, they realize, oh, well, literally 10% of the people bought the campaign. Don't make a campaign next time, you know what I mean? Or make a complete separate game taken away from the Call of Duty name. It's like Call of Duty is so huge, not because of the campaign. You know what I mean? The campaign's for when your internet goes out and you're like, I might as well play the campaign. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, or, older people, maybe like adults, and it's fun, but it's like the multiplayer is what people buy to
Yeah.
do.
Like let's think about this. So what I don't understand is how these game creators haven't pieced together that the most popular games in the past, I'd say 3-4 years, okay, have been Fortnite. Um,
Warzone.
Warzone is huge.
Mm.
Valorant, it's there, and they are all free.
Yeah.
They're all
And they're
free.
all,
They've had millions, billions of people
yeah,
play the game, and it's huge. And
they're
then there
free
are,
and they're
yeah,
huge.
they're the biggest games because it's free. You know,
Hmm. And if you want to spend, and they still make money, obviously.
yeah,
That's why they're still huge. And if you want cooler stuff, nothing that changes the game. If you just want to look cooler, whatever,
mm-hmm,
and a lot of people do. I mean, even us, we've bought some Fortnite skins. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Because the game's free. I've never bought anything on Call of Duty
no,
because I
yeah,
had to pay $60 for the game. Why am I going to give you more money just to make my character look cooler? Like, that should be
yeah,
included and not have to play like 100 hours just to get this one ding dong skin or camo or
yeah,
whatever. It's like a lot of people don't have time to play games like that.
mm-hmm. It's like just make it so that like even if like like the Black Ops games, like just like it's probably hard for them to do it, but like if you make the Black Ops game, the multiplayer even free, you could make the
Mm,
campaign like $10 or something. Like I don't know what
yeah.
they do, but like you could even do that as an add-on. But then you could have it so that the multiplayer is free, but you can have like cases or like these packs of things or even just skins you could buy, and then that's how they make money. And I bet you they would make
Yeah.
so much
Oh
more. They would
yeah.
have so many more copies bought. They would have so many, I would say probably 100 times more people playing it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even more, and they would probably make a lot more faster,
Oh
like
yeah.
because like people like I would have bought the Black Ops game, but it's just so much,
Yeah.
because I
And
don't want to invest my time. Well, because like
yeah.
I could spend $60 on a lot of things,
Yeah, for
um,
sure. That's a
but
lot of,
you know, and it's just
and
like,
you'd be more inclined to buy skins, whatever,
mhm,
if the game is free. Because then it's almost like you're just donating to the cause
Exactly.
after that, plus getting something you want. You know what I mean? I play this game a lot. I've spent $0 on it, having fun. I'll give them $5, $10, get something awesome that I want, that I chose to get.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they get money and are able to keep it going. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
it is a literal no-brainer. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean, like Fortnite is killing it, and you don't see any default skins anymore. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Everybody has bought either the battle pass or some skins.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, our little brother Spencer, I think, I mean, I actually think he only has default skins because I played with him this morning. He had default skins, but I thought he had some skins for some. Oh no, because he made a new account. Never mind.
He
But
has account. He has an account full of skins. He just
yeah, he just made a new account just on purpose for himself. But I mean, still, he gets to play, and that's player base. You know what I mean?
mm,
So it's like, but it's like
exactly.
I played this morning, and I didn't see one guy with a default skin. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, one person. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you think
that's
about like if you think about it, you're in a lobby full of 100 people, roughly, and if there's not one default skin, that's at least what? Like how much? I don't know what, like how much V-Bucks are.
100 equals $1.
100 equals a dollar, and you think that on average per skin is around on average like 800
Yeah.
V-Bucks, right? So that's $8 per person.
Hmm.
That's like $800 a lobby at minimum,
Right.
around like
That's true.
on average.
That's
You
a
think about
cool
that,
way of looking at it. Yeah.
and they make
And
so much, so
And you
much.
know what's cool is you get V-Bucks just from playing too. You know, you don't have to buy the battle pass. You don't have to buy skins or pay for V-Bucks. Obviously, you're gonna get like, in a long time of playing, you'll probably get 1,000 V-Bucks in a long time in playing. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
still, it's like you have that option to buy a skin if you don't have any money to spend. But obviously, you know, if you see a skin that you like a lot, you buy it. You know what I mean? And if you have that money. And a lot of people do because you see 99% of the population has skins. You know what I mean? So it's like it's pretty clear that's the business model. Now what
Hmm.
might like Cyberpunk or something, you also have to have a good game too. You
Yep.
know what I mean? You have to have a good game, and that inclines you, if it's free, then that inclines you to put a lot of work into it. You know what I mean? And fix it. Because I remember when Fortnite came out, it was actually kind of mind blowing because that was the only game where they were switching things up so quickly. They were like, double pumps overpowered. They let it go for a while, see if it was actually overpowered, took it out.
Hmm.
They added attack, changed the damages around. They changed the map like so often. I mean, added game modes. They were adding new skins every week, and now it seems like every day almost. You know what I mean? They're just
Yeah.
adding, 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 and there's no way in heck they're losing money. I mean, let's be honest.
No. No
I mean, they're
way.
they're getting like Travis Scott to be a ding dong character. They were sponsored by Marvel, Star Wars, like
Hmm.
the biggest corporations. I mean, it's crazy.
And all in the end, the game is free.
I know.
All in the end. All in the end, the game is free.
Game is entirely free. I mean,
Yeah. You
it's a
don't pay for
no-brainer.
don't pay for gameplay. You don't pay to be better. You don't pay to whatever. You just pay to either look cool
Right.
or have something that looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
only thing, and that's what I feel like every game should be. Every game would sell more. I mean, like especially if it's a good game. Like if
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it could come down to certain games like Dying Light. I mean, I can see why you would make that, you would pay for that because one,
Yeah.
There's not a
It's
lot of
single
things you
player.
can put skins on.
You can't really, you're not looking at yourself a
Yeah.
lot, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But yeah, like Cyberpunk, like if that was free and people found out how terrible it was, they would have lost so much money because no one would buy anything because it's not worth playing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they were happy that they just got your initial purchase and hoped not everyone refunded it. And a lot of people did, but they still made a lot of money from that. But man, that was so yeah, it's just two different types of games. And multiplayer games are huge right now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think a lot more than campaign in single player. Like, I don't know. I mean, so it makes sense that you have to charge for single player. I get that. And I think actually a lot of people are understanding that the online version you give out for free or $5, because Red Dead Redemption Online, they brought down $5. Initially, it wasn't a standalone. You had to get the full $60 with the campaign to get the online. They just put it to $5, which was really smart. Battlefront 2, like we said, I mean, that's free, and now the player count is going to skyrocket. They're going to make so much money because you can buy so much crap in Battlefront 2. That's like it was like a meme because you would I think it was like you had to pay like $10,000 to get the access to the entire game, something like that. I know, like you had to pay so much just to get like this Darth Vader skin or something. I don't know, but it was ridiculous. Um, so yeah, it seems like people are getting getting smarter about that, and who knows, in the future maybe all games are going to be free, you know what I mean?
I mean, hopefully. You should only pay for it, in my opinion, you should just pay for the console. Because console, it's
Yeah,
expensive. Freaking expensive as it is, you know?
yeah, I
It's
mean,
like at
and then
minimum $400 sometimes.
yeah, and then the console has to pay out like the video game developers depending on how much their game is being played, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's more of a
Exactly.
gamble. If you want your game to be played, and if you want to make money, make a good game. You know what I mean? Promote it. Make a good game. Make sure it's good. Because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people are just putting out a game that's like they just put a little bit of effort in, or they they cut some corners, and they knew like Naughty Dog, they're 100% in. They don't waste
Yeah.
anything. Like the uh Uncharted and that other zombie game with the girl.
Oh, that's Last of Us
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Like those are insane. Everything about it
Yeah,
is
they make
perfect.
it so that it's perfect. There's no bugs, no glitches, no exploits.
Perfect. There's no
Yeah.
update for that game.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
just
comes
out.
out and then it's boom.
It's
I mean
gone.
that it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
That
I mean,
reminds that reminds me of Tarkov. Like it's a good game, but they cut a lot of corners. They
right.
cut
Yeah.
some really hard corners that screwed the entire game, and that's why I don't play anymore. Just
Yeah.
because
Waste your time.
it's just I'm tired of the hitboxes. The
It's
hitboxes are so stupid
No,
that
I know.
it's
It's almost like your head hitbox is like this big,
yeah.
and you'll get shot here, and then your head eyes. It's like,
Yeah, you get shot in your neck, you get head eyes. It's like
and with a game like that where you spend so much time and so much money. First of all, so much time getting the money. And if you don't know what Escape from Tarkov is, we'll go into it in a different episode. But you spend so much time getting the money to buy the loadout. You go in with the loadout. It takes like 10 minutes to get into a game now. Like you don't even know. It takes like 10 minutes to get into a raid. You're
even
sitting
on a
there.
scav.
No, scavs are quick, but PMCs, it takes like at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And um, then you die to some glitch. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
Or you die to a grenade launcher,
Yeah,
something that
something
insta
ridiculous.
kills you through a wall,
Hmm.
especially, or just Stupid
Yeah.
things like that, or even like overpowered ammo.
Yeah,
Like
for
it's
sure.
not even much of a difference in price, you know,
Yeah.
between like normal ammo that's cheap and the expensive ammo. There's literally almost like no difference in price.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody that's gonna buy uh, expensive ammo is knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's worth it because it does like 5 times the amount of damage. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's from shooting a guy 18 times to shooting a guy
One.
2 to 5 times, or
Yeah.
just one through a face shield and like through your helmet. Helmets, it's like and helmets and armor. You spend so much money on this armor and helmet for a bullet just to right through, and it's like
And then you lose everything.
you spend 400,000 on a good helmet, and you could buy that one bullet for like 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and
And
then
it'll
you could
kill
kill
you
that
too.
guy, and then you don't even have to go in with armor. You just camp, wait for some guy to actually try and have fun with the game and run through. You just take his armor, and now you have good gun, good ammo, and his armor that he spent so much time getting. It's just like it makes it to where you are not rewarded for going out and having fun. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if the name of the game is realism and you treat it like your real life, like, and you're like going super slow, crouch walking everywhere, it's like, what's the point in that game? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not supposed to be real life, you know what I mean? Because real life warfare is not fun. It's supposed to be a video game. You know what I
You
mean?
just go out, you practice, you die, you go back and learn from it. You know,
Yeah.
not hiding in a bush waiting for
Mm-hmm.
someone to come up. I mean, that's one way to play, but that's a terrible way to play a
Yeah.
video game. Like if I
Yeah.
was if it was real life, you know, I mean, and you hide in a bush,
Yeah, you'd
it would
crouch walk
make
everywhere, you'd
sense.
hide,
Yeah,
you'd camp, you would do all of that, but this isn't real life. It's a video game. It's
yeah,
like, it's not supposed to be real life. Once we get the like the Ready Player One suit and everything is perfect, then yeah, you'd make a game like that, because that would be intense, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It would actually,
Mm-hmm.
everything would be perfect. But what's the point of acting like it's real life when there are things that are so clearly not realistic? That's just like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But this has been a good conversation, Big Joe. I
It
think we got a
is.
lot covered. I Yeah, we're gonna cut it here. It's 12 in the afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did. Comment anything you'd like me and Joe to talk about next time, or anything at all. And subscribe for more episodes. Every podcast every Monday, every single Monday until I pass away from old age. Okay. All right. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.